looking to see what day it is because I have no idea. I think it's Wednesday, May 6th. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, and I'm still recovering. Welcome to TMW Online, the Melanated Way. I'm Linda. That is Abby. We're covering all things 90 Day the Single Life. We're catching up, so we're a little bit behind, but we're catching up. So season 5, episode 10, The Act of Cobwebbing is what we're recovering. And not a lot went on this episode, but kind of this season too.
So I actually have a production question for you related to not very much happening. I feel like sometimes in the show, the conversations get so circular because they probably have a lot of things that are off limits for them to talk about. So probably they can't really go into politics. They can't really go into religion too heavy. We see a little bit of religion sometimes when it comes to planning a wedding. They don't really ever go into racial issues that we've seen. So what is happening on the production side? Are they simply cutting these conversations and never showing them to us? Or are the couples just never having them on air?
I think it's the latter. I think it's the former. So the former is they just film. You just film. And then when it gets to edits, you edit whatever the production company or the network wants to see. And you're gonna slide it in that direction depending on what the producers are wanting. So I think that yes, there's a lot that is off limits because they are a reality TV show and they don't want to get deep into left, right, and center. They just want to create drama and have drama. So if you guys remember, I don't even know how many years ago it was now, but there was a tell-all that leaked. And it was literally the full 10-hour tell-all that we only saw 2 hours of on network TV. If you guys remember that was like the best tell-all ever because it just showed everything. It was just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. And you saw how people really felt. You saw what they were really talking about before all the edits. So I do think things are talked about. It's just edited out. They're going to slant it the way they want to slant it. They have a hit series that's been on for many years, and they're not trying to disrupt that.
I remember one season of Love is Blind, they left in a conversation about abortion. It was during the phase when the families are meeting each other. And it was interesting to me because they deliberately take out a lot of political conversations like that, but they left that part in. And it would be interesting to me she was one of the people who never came out on social media and talked about what her time was like on Love is Blind. But it would be interesting to me to know what was the decision-making process behind leaving that in that instance.
It could have been a mistake, but who knows? The editors have all the power, but really they don't. It's the production company that has all the power. What up, Silver Linings? What up, Tina? All happy to have you guys here on this random time. Let's jump right into it. We're going to cover Gino and Natalie first. They're in Hollywood. Apparently they had a great meet in Michigan, and now they're in LA to hang out, and they're gonna meet Natalie's daughter Bella because she lives out there, and hang out. Gino's happy that they're exclusive now, which you guys I don't actually even remember that conversation, but was it really a conversation? So they're exclusive now. In Michigan, they were intimate for the first time. Gino was super excited about it, said it was rocking, better than anything he's had in the last 4 years. I'm finding a hard time believing that, Abby. It just...
Especially since she said it was mid.
Right, well, and we don't know that yet, but for him to be as excited as he was in this moment, told me everything I needed to know about him. Like, he
Yeah.
is beyond vanilla. Like, between vanilla, erectile dysfunction, taking pills, being like that weird, that weird like energy he has, like incel energy. I was like, I don't believe a word you're saying. And
Yeah.
after what Abby said, that Natalie said, it's true. Like, she's like, it was mid, but he thought he was like up here. So it just tells me everything I need to
I,
know about
you know,
guys.
maybe he doesn't even really believe that. Maybe he was just saying it because he wanted to also say something negative about Jasmine. Remember the first time him and Jasmine were intimate, he immediately wanted to say something negative about his ex then and send Jasmine's pictures to the ex to try and say, see, I got somebody better than you. So maybe it's not even that it was really that great in his mind. It's just an opportunity for him to feel like he's getting like a slam dunk on Jasmine.
He's just gross. He's gross, and
Yeah.
he sucks in bed. I'm just gonna say it. He sucks in bed, and he knows he sucks in bed, and that's why his turnover is so outrageous. So, he's in a hotel. We find out that Natalie's gonna stay at that same hotel, and he wants to take the relationship to the next level. He wants to be intimate with her again because he thought it was so great. And Natalie and her daughter Bella, Isabella, pull up. He didn't know that they were showing up a day before. They pull up to the hotel, and it was terrible. It was terrible interaction. First time meeting the daughter. She's surprised that he's even there. She is graduating from cosmetology school, wanted to spend some one-on-one time with her mom for her graduation, but somehow it turned out into Gino coming. She's not really happy about it because she's like, so you're not staying with me, you're staying with this fool. I've heard about him, not impressed by him, all the things. And then so when they pulled up and Gino came outside, you could feel the tension, Abby. She was not impressed with him. He felt that she had an attitude with him. But she doesn't like him. She's not impressed. She's like, listen, I've heard all the things from Michigan, how you treated my mom, how you didn't stand up for my mom, and I'm not cool with it. So um I was like, oh, he's like just a mess in real life. What were your thoughts on that, Abby?
I I think Bella is right, but I think she came on a little too strong.
You do?
Yeah, just a little. I mean, like, give him another opportunity. Okay, so don't give him an opportunity. That's not what I want to say. No, I can say that. What I want to say is if your friend doesn't like someone, or your friend likes someone and you don't think they're a good person for them, I'm going to apply that same principle to my mom. If you come out swinging about how much you don't like that person, they're going to be less likely to listen to you and understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
Like, you got to, in their face, at least, you got to be nice. And then, behind their back, then you have to emphasize to your friend slash mom, here are all the things that he did that were not good.
I think
But if you're mean to them in public in front of them, you put the friend slash mom in an awkward position where, like, are they going to allow the person to be treated disrespectfully in their presence, or are they going to defend them? Like, it just puts them in an awkward position.
okay. I think that I probably did it wrong because I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna say it right in front of your face. I need you to know that I'm not talking behind your back. Anything I'm saying to your face, I'm saying to whomever. So maybe I do it wrong the whole time, and maybe I'm like Bella, because I'm not gonna fake the funk. If I don't like you, I don't like you, and I don't like you because I know how you've treated this woman, and you come in, and I'm having to tell you to come and get the suitcase, to close the trunk of the car, to be a man. Like, no, I'm gonna say the same things Bella said. So Yeah, maybe I gotta no, I'm not gonna fake the funk, you guys.
No, I mean,
It
at
will
this
just
age, I
never
think
happen.
that you are who you are.
Yeah, it will never happen, you guys. My face won't hide it. My mom told me today that I talk too much. Y'all, my mom,
Today?
we talked for 2 hours. That's why we were a little bit late because you can't cut Tina off. Like, you can't. You just gotta let her say all the things. But she told me that I have a big mouth and that I talk too much and that I need to zip it. I was like, "Wait, what?" Because if you know anything about my mom, you guys, I can't even get a word in. I just have to listen. So, like, if I talk too much, where do I get it from? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And she's the one who probably kept the conversation going for 2 hours. They're gonna tell you you talk too much.
I said almost nothing. I gave her some points. I gave her the cliff notes and she ran with it. And then circled back and I just want to let you know that she says that I talk too much. I just want you guys to let that settle in. Like, this woman says that I have a big mouth and that I talk too much and I need to zip it. Anyways, hey Melanie, hey Joslo. Okay, so fast forward, Natalie moves into the hotel and they're hanging out, Gino and Natalie. It's the next day. She has booked Dames and Games. I don't know where that is. Looked like downtown LA to me. But it's a bar with strippers and sports, which is allegedly right up Gino's alley. And Gino's excited because he thinks that's exactly what he wants to do, and Jasmine never let him to live his full life. But meanwhile, Natalie really is doing it because she was intimate with him in Michigan and it was lame. It was 0.0 on a scale of 1 to 10. It was 0. And she's like, it was okay, and needs him to quote unleash a bit. Listen, when a woman tells you that it was okay, it was trash. She's literally trying to spare this fool's feelings because it was trash. They waited all this time. They finally got together and it was trash. Gino thought he was, again, rocking better than anything in the last 4 years. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And I don't want to be like, oh, no, I do want to be this way. Jasmine found a new man, got pregnant right away, all the things. There's a reason for that. Like, if you're having trash intimacy and it's like literally 10 seconds, I mean, who's the common denominator? And that nervous energy Gino has, I know it translates into his intimate life and it's trash. That's why he has to take the pills. That's why he puts a hat on his head. When you're not comfortable in your own skin, it translates when you are trying to be in a relationship with someone else, and that vibe carries on. So if you're having like trash intimacy, I need you to look at your own self and figure out what it is that you're bringing to the table. Because if you are really in a position to be intimate and do all whatever the freaky stuff that you want to do, if you're comfortable with your partner, all those things are going to happen. It's going to be fireworks. But if one of you is not real with yourself, and I've heard all the online rumors about Gino and you guys think he's this and you think he's that. But my personal feeling about Gino is that he's not comfortable with himself. He has incel behavior. He has that nervous energy and all that. And then he's also like he aims high. He's in a certain bracket, but he wants like 10 out of 10 women all the time. And I think that he can't bring that to the table. What do you think, Abby?
Same. He wants to catch women with money. That's why he was on sugar baby sites. But then he expects them to love him and accept him for himself when he doesn't even do that.
Yeah. Go find yourself. You're like 56 years old. You're almost 60 years old, dude. This is like, you're on the, anyways, go find yourself. You're old enough to find yourself. That's all I'm saying. 56 is old enough to find yourself and know who you are as a person. And if you have like, if all the women are giving you the same feedback on the intimacy level, then you're the common denominator. Anyways, so they're at this Dames and Games place, and Abby, my note says he's lame. He can't even make it rain.
She's trying to tell me how to do it, but the money is all sticking together because it's new from the bank and I don't know how to crumple it.
He can't make it rain. She can make it rain. And again, that crazy energy that he brings, incel behavior, was just flashing in my face. Like, you don't have you
Gino has no, he ain't got no swag, he ain't got no movement, he ain't got no rhythm.
Okay, you see these pieces of paper? You see, like, if I like lick it, I can pull it apart a little bit, but they're stuck together, right? They're stuck together. If these were dollars and I'm at the strip club, if I just go like this, crinkle them a bit, look at this. Oh, they separate. Oh, look. How easy is that? Oh, then I could just be like this. Oh, they're gone? Oh, how easy was that for me to do?
Not Gino.
You want to know why? Because Gino on his sugar baby, sugar daddy sites has faked the funk for so many years that A, he doesn't know who he is as a person. B, he is misrepresenting who he is. C, he's never been in the situations that he wants to be in, right? So if you want to be at the strip club, you want to be a baller, shot caller, all the things, but he's never been those things. So then when he gets in those situations, he's awkward and doesn't know what to do because he's been faking the funk the whole time. And I just think also too, he's poor. You guys, he's poor. I think he's poor and he fakes being wealthier than he is. He's poor. That's why he's never been to the strip club where he can get a stack of money and actually give it away. He's never done that because he's poor.
I don't know if he's poor, but he's definitely cheap, which is, terrible as well, because he said that he had some investments that did really well that allowed him to quit his job, so, fine, I'll allow that. Fine. I'll accept that. Let's say that's true, but he's cheap.
I don't believe it. What investments? Doing what?
He didn't go into detail that I
don't believe him. I don't believe him. Just like how he thought he was a lover in the beds. I don't believe him. Don't believe him. Do you all think that Gino is wealthy and just cheap, or is he poor? Let us know in the live chat. Let us know in the replay. I think he's lame. He can't even make it rain. And it took Natalie to order a lap dance because she wanted him to open up and not be so vanilla in the bedroom. And he thinks she's a fun partner for that, but she's really doing it because she is like, you sucked and I need you to like spice it up a little bit.
Right.
And they get back to the house and he still has his fedora on. She wants to take it off. And that's all part of it, you guys. The hat, the nervous energy, the friggin' patch in the back of his head. All of those things are part of Gino not really accepting who he is as a person. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of feelings about who he is as a person, but like even his erectile dysfunction, all of it is all wrapped into not knowing or accepting who he is as a person, period. Do you want to add anything before I move on?
Nope, let's go.
Liz and Via, there's not a lot to say. She apologizes for hurting him because she's dating some other person back home in Washington State. Y'all knew she moved to Washington State. She thought this trip was going to be an escape from reality so she can figure out if she wants to be single or always constantly in a relationship, which she's always been in. But she fell for Via and she wants to see what could happen between the two of them. He doesn't know. He feels betrayed. He feels lied to. He feels like all the stuff, which is like, y'all, you know me, like it's just too much. It's too much talking. It's too much like you're on holiday. This is like a vacay bay. I don't understand why you guys are having these serious conversations. You haven't even known each other for 2 weeks. I just that it's not for me. It's not for me, Abby. If listen, y'all, if I just met you and let's say we went on 5 dates in 2 weeks, you know I don't know you, right? I don't know where you live. I might not even know your last name. To this point right here, they haven't even been intimate. Y'all are look at y'all. This is my mama calling. Y'all haven't done nothing about nothing, and now you're having all these serious conversations. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I just think, what are you even talking about? Have a great time, right? Escape your reality, which is what your goal was, and that's it. Why are we making it? Oh, we have to have these conversations. I'm dating someone back home. Isn't that what dating is?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in a relationship? Because if you're in a relationship, that's a different conversation. But if you're just dating this fool and you don't even know if you want to be serious with him, date many people. Men date. Listen, y'all. Men date rapidly and they date a bunch of people all the time. If you've ever go on social media and go in and just like put in like I don't know, online dating sites or whatever. I don't know what you have to put in, but put in something about online dating. You'll see men, they'll be on the phone and they're literally swipe. They're not even looking. They're just swiping to match. Swiping to match. One guy was at a baseball game. He was just swiping. He wasn't even looking because they don't give a shit. They don't. They just want a female presence in their life and they want to hit it and quit it and keep it pushing until someone maybe catches their attention.
Right, right. If you reach this juncture when you're on vacation with somebody that you've had a couple dates with, the only conversation needs to be, okay, I'm leaving on this day. So what's the last activity we're going to do together?
That part. Live in the moment, enjoy it, and keep it pushing, y'all. You don't know that fool. You don't know him. You don't know him anything. And for them to be making it bigger than it is, it just floors me. It's just not for me. So Liz wants to see what could happen between the two of them. He's still unsure because he again feels lied to and betrayed and blah 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 blah. She invites him back to her room to continue the conversation. And they do. They continue this deep conversation, and he tells her, moving forward, I just need you to be more honest with me and more transparent. Okay. I mean, moving forward, when y'all are leaving this resort that's not your real reality to go back to different cities. Okay. But she's all in. That's what she said. She's all in. They have some sexy time and they're going to figure it out from there. What do you want to add, Abby? Because that's all I have.
That's all I have for her, too.
Vanya. It's 4th of July. It's also her birthday. Her cousin is throwing a birthday / 4th of July party. and they are setting it up. And they are talking about Tony, who is Vanya's boyfriend. And I really need to say that because that is the title that's important to her. It's not who the person is, it's about the title. They have some communication issues, as well as she feels Tony is too, well, she doesn't feel Tony is sensitive. Her cousin feels Tony is too sensitive. And Vanya says, "Hey, cousin, you need to back off. I'm happy in this relationship," because she gets to say that she's not single, that she's in a relationship, and that's what's most important to her. Doesn't matter if this guy is trash or not. And I noticed, y'all, when I put the call of action out, no one responded. So I am going to put it out there again. This guy is supposed to be a doctor. I need to know what type of doctor he is, because he comes across as a slob. I don't believe it for 1 minute. I need someone to show me the credentials, show me his LinkedIn, show me, I don't know, that he has written something that's in some journal that I can go and pick up. I mean, I need to see it. Do you know what I mean? Like, even me, if you go to my university, you'll see that I did my undergrad thesis. Pull it out, you'll see my name. You can read the whole thing, defended it, the whole thing. I just don't believe I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I know Abby tells me if I don't like someone, I don't believe what they're saying. But this dude is a slob. He only has t-shirts and belly and flip-flops. And then, are you kidding me? He had no shoes on, walking around the party with no shoes on? You're a doctor? What kind? I need to know what kind of doctor you are. That's all. If you're a PhD, then that's still a doctor. But I need to know. I need to know if this slobby, dirty, sweaty guy is supposed to be a caregiver to other people. Like, I just need to know, Abby.
Please help her, you guys. Linda needs to know, and I don't have any answers.
Yeah, because I'm spinning out, y'all. I'm spinning out every time I see him. I'm spinning out. Anyways, Vanya tells her cousin to back off because she's happy. You guys, I just spun out, but literally a minute, it says Tony, his t-shirt is dirty. He has no shoes on. He's trash. That's how I know this. They're at this party, they're celebrating. I again, it's 2026. I just know from doing multiple events that after we survive the pandemic and all the germs and stuff, like, I just think, like, when you're having a birthday and there's a cake, it's usually like a cupcake, and there's like one candle that you can blow your germs on that one candle, and then everyone else can be like cool and have the others. But they had a mini cake with all the candles that she blew out all the candles, and then they're all going to share that cake. Like, did we not learn anything from being locked down for years? Like, I don't understand, Abby. I just don't understand some people. I don't
have any answers because it doesn't make any sense to me. I even as a kid, I was like, I want the piece of cake that I didn't see spittle drop onto.
That part.
That was pre-COVID, so yeah, I definitely don't get it now.
So Tony's like, "Oh, I have a surprise for you. Come back to my room." He got her a tennis bracelet and earrings for her birthday. I don't know what kind of tennis bracelet and earrings those were, but they weren't Tiffany, I'll tell you that. Oh my God, I'm so terrible. Oh my God.
I did like the fact that he gave it to her in private, because I know she's the kind of person, if he presented it in public, she would have automatically thought that he was proposing. So I'm glad that it wasn't him pulling out a jewelry box. If you guys don't know that, by the way, don't pull out a jewelry box in front of people if you're not proposing.
It's funny that you say that, because I I had a different thought. I felt he did it in private because that shit was cheap and that he didn't want to be exposed with his dirty t-shirt and no shoes trash self.
Maybe also that.
So let me give it to you in private. You think it's amazing, but your cousin who knows better, who has this big mansion and can have these parties, will know that this is like fake jewelry and would call me out on it because she's already called me out on it. That's how I took it.
Okay.
But
Reasonable.
I could be wrong. Hey, Seminus? Oh, that's a good name. Seminus. Um, Silver Lining says Tony is a DO, doctor of osteopathic medicine in hospitals. And to hospitals? I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't. What? Okay. Hey, avoiding eye contact. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, so tennis bracelet, earrings, separate, apart, private. It says last night there, which is also giving me incel behavior because he wants to spend the last night with her and be in private with her. She's like, well, we should have a conversation because, I'm celibate. And, it could be up to 6 months. I don't know. Like, I just want to take my time getting to know you. And he didn't think that was going to be the case. He thought that last night when he brought her these gifts for her birthday, he flew out there, that she was going to give him some. And she was like, yeah, no. Next day, they decide they're going to go to a dance class. Oh, no, that's wrong. It's not the next day. They've been back to Maine. So the trip is over. They've been back in Maine where they live for the last 2 weeks. She is going to go travel to Europe with her cousin. And so she wants to put in one last date before she leaves for 2 weeks. So they book a dance class.
So before we go into the dance class, can I ask you a question really quick? It probably doesn't matter, but the celibacy thing is a little bit confusing to me. So every time she talks about being celibate, she talks about it in reference to when she's going to choose to be active again. And I thought that that's what abstinence meant. I thought celibacy meant until marriage. And abstinence was more of like an So I'm thinking that like abstinence is like forbearance, whereas like celibacy is like deferment.
I mean, Abby, you're a smart woman, and obviously that's exactly what it means. I don't know what else to tell you. You're absolutely correct. I have to like pick my battles. There's too much, right? There's too much that I will go off on a TED talk on. And so this is one, if you are saying you're not having sex until for 6 months, then that's what you're doing. If you want to call it abstinence or celibacy, you call it what you want, but common sense.
Because there's a lot of people taking issue with her saying that she's celibate, but yet apparently in some past show she was okay with giving up her celibacy for some guy she met on the beach. And I was like, the reason why you guys are confused is because she's using the wrong word. If she just said I'm abstinent, it would make no difference if she wanted to have relations with some guy she met on the beach, because you'd be abstinent for 24 hours. You could be abstinent for 24 years. But celibacy is until marriage.
Again, Abby, you're a smart woman, and that is common sense, but I don't even necessarily think that she doesn't. It's not just the wrong words. I don't know if she believes what she's even saying. Like, if you're literally celibate, you flew to another country to be with this dude, and it didn't work out, and the very next night you slept with some other dude just to like make yourself feel better. I mean, what part of that is celibacy? You are dating this guy, Tony, who didn't even want to date. Like, there's just too much. I just don't want to, like, whatever it is that you're doing, you're having sex, you're just having sex sporadically. So you call it whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let's go on to Pachana.
Silverlight says Abby is correct, but Vanya likes how celibacy sounds better. You're not wrong. I also think that she doesn't know the word abstinence, but that's just me.
That was that one time. I know what abstinence is.
So she's going on a 2-week trip with her cousin, and she's not trying to have. She's trying to be celibate still. So she wants to have that conversation with Tony, and she has booked this dance class, porchetta. Fun fact, you guys, not porchetta, but I am an excellent salsa dancer. Excellent. Took lessons, the whole 9 yards, Vancouver. Excellent. They take these dance classes, and I called him Tony the Debbie Downer, because he can't dance, B, he's not open to learning to dance properly, and the class is over. He doesn't want to stay because you take the class and then they're going to open up the floor so you can practice the moves that you just learned. How do you want to just run home because you don't know what you're doing, because you have no rhythm? Someone who has no rhythm, women, I'm going to tell you, there's no rhythm. What is it? There's no motion in the ocean. There's no rhythm over there either. And that is everything that you need to know about the Dio Tony. Dio Tony, I think it is. I figured it out. I just know that he is a lame, and he's lame all across the board. And the fact that he wouldn't even open up to learn to practice the dancing, he's stepping on everyone's feet, and then he gets jealous because she wants to dance. She's a dancer, so she gets another partner, and they're just dancing. He wants to jump in and tells her that she's being disrespectful for dancing with some other guy. And I'm like, what? If you can't dance versus your control issues versus your jealousy issues, those things are all on you. She came to you first and said, let's go dance. And you said, no, I want to go home because I don't know how to dance. But she's going to go freaking dance. Just stop it. What kind of doctor are you? Like I keep saying, any doctor that I know has confidence. They have so much confidence that you think that they have a God complex. So what kind of doctor are you where you're like, oh, I wanna walk around barefoot in my t-shirt and cry, woe is me. You don't want to dance with me. I don't know how to dance. You left me alone. No, I don't know. I don't know one doctor that's like that. I don't know one doctor, and I know some doctors, and they are all like God complexes. They're gonna give you a dissertation anytime you talk to them about anything. What kind of doctor is this fool? Explain it to me. And why is he always sweating? What is happening right now? Because I have my theory, you guys, and I'll go into a whole TED talk because I don't believe it. So show me the papers. If Silver Lining is saying that this fool is some type of DO and he works in hospitals, then I'm going to need you guys to pay attention, especially if you're a minority. Because if this fool is your doctor and he can't take care of himself, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I need.
The bachata is the easiest of all Latin dances.
Yes.
The slowest of all Latin dances. So I was very confused about how he was stepping on anybody's, the bachata literally is just 1, 2, pop, 1, 2, pop.
Yes.
1, 2, it is the easiest and the slowest.
And then you can put a spin in there if you feel a little fancy. That's all it is.
So that was very confusing. The other thing that was confusing is if you're going to interrupt me dancing with somebody else to dance with me, why aren't we dancing?
That part.
It
That
was
part.
just like, because I don't want to do the activity, I want to go home. He's like a kid who's like, if I can't have the ball, if you guys don't pass the ball to me next, then I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. The ball's
I
mine.
don't have. That's my ball.
Exactly. The kid that nobody wants to play with on the playground, and his shoes were ugly too.
David, I'm going to pray for you because you just have too much time on your hands. And, please go live your best life. Go to a dance class. Because you know what? I know you're one of those incels that just have nothing better to do. So you hide behind a keyboard and say stupid stuff. And I'm calling you out just because it's probably the only attention you've gotten all year. So, love. Moving on to Kimberly. Girl, first of all, I love an English accent. Hello. She met this guy named Wayne, 52 years old, age appropriate, from the UK, has 3 kids, is divorced, and they have an online situationship. As you guys know, I'm still standing firm that when you don't know someone and you just met them online, that's your online pen pal. That's your buddy online. That's not your relationship. You guys are not in a situationship. That is just someone that you've met online. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Full. Okay. But they are online dating and they take it to the next level. I'm such a jerk. My mom is right. I do talk too much. They have a video chat date and they're both nervous about this video chat date. I what are you nervous about? You're not even what Abby, what are you nervous about?
I can't relate to this feeling, so I can't help you understand what her nervousness was about. I mean, the only people I think should be nervous about this are people who use tons of filters.
Yeah. And she doesn't do that. And neither
He
it looks like
doesn't.
neither does he. Um I just anyways, they're both nervous. Uh, they have their video chat. They have like a little bit of small chat talk. We find out that he is physically fit, loves to go to the gym. His family is most important to him. And then also, we find out from her that she's most proud of raising Jamal as a single parent. And I just felt like that. I just felt like there was so many layers to that, especially what we're learning this season. And you're taking your pride. I don't know, you guys. It was a lot for me. I did go off the deep end because I was like, you have 2 other children.
I felt like, okay, I had a lot of feelings about it too. Apart from Kim's situation, I think there's a lot of pressure for moms to equate our success with having children. There's that, there's that layer. And then another layer is like, I remember this lady telling me one time that she was stressed out because her teenage daughter was not like very outgoing. She wouldn't like talk to people when they went places. She didn't have a lot of friends. And I think that there's too many of us as in us parents, who measure our success by our children and their personalities and how they behave instead of allowing them to be their own people. So that was one layer of what I was thinking about. And then, like, specific to Kim, I was just thinking, how can raising him be the most important thing that you've ever done, contrasted with giving your other 2 children away? I just don't, and I won't get it. I've never been in the situation that she was in to give these kids up for adoption, so maybe I'm just not gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know if I can weigh in on this, but I will say that I had some questions, right? Because if that's your most proud, if you're most proud of that, there's layers, and would love to explore those layers. And the other thing that Wayne says that he is most proud about is starting his own business and being an entrepreneur and all of that. And I thought that that was great. And then here's the thing, you guys, and Kimberly, we're gonna literally gonna I'm gonna bring my measuring tape because this whole height thing, we need to quash it. So he says he's 5'6", she says she's 5'9". But I don't think she's 5'9", because she got the camera person. Camera person said, "Hey, I'm 5'6". She's like, "Oh, come over. I'm gonna come over there." And they like were almost tete-a-tete. They were almost equal. So, that's 3 inches. That's 3 inches. I was gonna bring my heels, you guys, because I have 3-inch heels, obviously. I was gonna bring it to show you guys, but, like, that's not what I saw. It looks to me, Kimberly, like you're like 5'7". That's what I think. That's why the other dude that you met at the party, the luau party, when you guys were like eye to eye, is because you guys were both 5'7". That's what I think.
Maybe she's like me. I've been lying about my height for so long that I don't really know exactly how tall I am.
That part.
But like when you're on dating apps, what I found years ago is when I put my real height, that people would keep on like messaging me or trying to match with me, and they were not tall enough. So I kept raising my height little by little to the point where now I like little by little I'm raising my height, and now I don't know how tall I am anymore.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think that she thinks she's 5'9" because somewhere in there that's what it meant, but I don't think that that's what it is. She is excited about Wayne. She thinks that it might be her person. I'm not sure, again, you guys, how you guys figure that out when you haven't met that person in real life. How can that person possibly be your person? You don't even know them. You don't even know where they live. You don't know how they live. You don't know their history. You don't know anything about them. You
Right.
just know what they've presented to you online. So I'm just be
And he
careful.
already said something in that conversation that was a bit concerning to me. You can date someone shorter than you so long as they are confident and secure in themselves. If somebody that's shorter than you is already giving you signs that they don't have that kind of confidence, then you need to take it seriously and not waste your own time. Because he said, yeah, it's okay if you're taller than me, just don't wear heels. That is the indicator to me that you are not comfortable with your height. Because if you're comfortable with your height, then you don't have any problem wearing heels. Like, I know one short guy who's successfully married twice. He's been married twice. Women who are taller than him, and at no point in time did that man ever tell them that they couldn't wear heels. They were both significantly taller than him in the wedding photos. He did not care.
Yeah, what you're not about to tell me is to not wear heels. I was born in heels, and I will wear heels forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. So you deal with your little short man syndrome, and that's that. It's definitely a red flag. Last and certainly not least is Sophie and Pedro. They go for drinks after a few days of space because his family run amok and scared her off, but she scares easily and is very like sensitive to what she wants. I don't even know if it's sensitive, you guys, but I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. She picks and chooses what works for her and what doesn't work for her. But they're gonna go for drinks. He misses her a lot, and they sit down. And this is supposed to be a coffee drink, but a coffee date, y'all. But I saw when you get when you get an espresso martini, yes, there's coffee in it. So I guess you could call it a coffee date. He asked her, how are you feeling? She says she feels overwhelmed. And Abby, that's all she ever says is she's overwhelmed. This is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. When it doesn't go the way she wants, it's overwhelming for her. And he feels like they can resolve this issue because they have good chemistry and he wants to try again. And are you busy tonight? Because he wants to take her on a date. And she has a date because she met that guy that we talked about last time that we were covering this. And, he's a good looking dude. I don't know how they met on social media. Like I said last time, I think that she was on a dating app and put her location to the Dominican Republic and he popped up. And it's okay to say that. And it's okay to do that. She is saying that it's nothing serious. It's just a date. Again, you guys, I talk about dating is dating. If you're dating multiple people until you guys decide that you're exclusive. The problem with this situation is that Pedro thought that they were exclusive. This is not their first date. They've been on multiple trips and multiple dates together. He invited her to his home country. Now, I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm going to tell you something. It's semi-true. Names have been changed to protect everyone's identity. But what I'm going to say is this. If I went home to my family in Canada and said, oh, by the way, I invited Tom to come and join us. And it was my brother's birthday. And so I said, hey, Tom, why don't you come to Vancouver and visit Vancouver, visit me, and also we're going to celebrate my brother's birthday and you can meet my family. Do I think that that is just a casual, I'm just friggin' dating randoms all the time? Or do I think that this can become something more serious? Do I think that we're semi or exclusive? That's why I'm opening up the parameters of our relationship and taking it to the next step and introducing you to my family. Abby, what do you think?
I feel like Sophie should have deduced that this was a exclusive type activity and declined the invitation if that's not where she was.
No, it's not this. She knew exactly what it was. She wanted it to be a trip to the DR. She invited her friends to make it less exclusive. Like, hey, this is a girls' trip. Oh, but by the way, my boyfriend is from the DR and oh, we're gonna go to his sister's birthday party, but it's nothing. Stop it. Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing with people's feelings. That's how you guys get in these like messy situations. Be open and honest with where you are. And let's not forget, okay? It's not just even about this trip. This fool bought you a necklace for $2,000 and you accepted it. Okay. He's not randomly some guy that you're casually dating. I need y'all to like be serious. Be serious about your intentions and tell the person. If you think this is some trick, if you think this is something that you're not into, then at least be like reminding them on a regular basis that you're dating other people. This is super casual and it's nothing serious and we can take it from there. But I'm going to need you to verbalize that often. Because when a guy catches feelings, he catches feelings and he thinks that you're their girl. And then that's how it gets all messy and blah, 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 and vice versa. Just be open and honest about where you are and what you want in whatever that thing is. Situationship, relationship, dating, whatever, be honest and be honest often and communicate often. What are your thoughts, Abby?
I think that you also have the responsibility to withdraw at some point. If this person repeatedly doesn't understand that you're intending to continue dating other people, then at some point you have the responsibility to say, okay, we're not seeing each other anymore. I can see that we're not really compatible.
Yeah, but you also have to be honest about it. I absolutely agree with you, but you have to be honest about it because I don't know what the dynamic is, but I know that that dynamic is not real. She's saying one thing, he's saying one thing, but they're not saying the same thing. So
Right.
she says to him, I'm single, but I still want to spend time with you. I want to get to know you. But I also want to spend time with other people. And that's why I'm going to go on this date. And he finishes his coffee very quickly, y'all. That espresso martini went down in 2 seconds, and he stood up and he was out because guess what? Men have fragile egos and they are super sensitive, and he didn't understand what that meant, dating to her meant, and so he bounced because guess what? His feelings are hurt because guess
Right.
what? She's dating someone else in his mind. That means, oh, no, we're not just dating, but you want someone and you don't want me.
Mhm.
That's what I meant to him.
They don't match, and that's okay. They don't match, and that's okay. But for future reference, I think instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you," I think you just say, "Oh, I have plans tonight, but maybe tomorrow we can do blah blah blah." That's all you gotta say.
That's it. You guys are just there's too much talking. I know my mom says I talk a lot, but listen, I talk a lot about good stuff. When it comes to like, nah, that's not me. I'm not gonna sit and have a stupid conversation about stupid stuff that you don't even need to know about because we're not even in that situation. Do you know what I'm saying, Abby?
Right. Right. It was just unnecessary that
It's
to go into that
unnecessary.
much detail. So but they just don't match. They don't match in their intentions. They don't match in their style. She's not going to get on with his family. He's not ready to break away from his family or correct them. So it's just, let's end it now. It's fine. It's okay. Just both
And
walk away. Didn't
and
work out.
also, just to jump off what Abby's saying, it's okay because you guys are literally on holiday. Just have a good time. Go to the bars, go to the restaurants, go to the pool, have a great time, and that's what it is. Why does it what all this chit chatting and sit downs? It's just no, just enjoy your holiday and keep it pushing. That's all I have for this episode, you guys. We'll be back. We're still catching up on the single life. I want to tell you something super fun that I already filled Abby in on. I got a message today saying that I'm on Netflix with my old co-host. Some of you guys know me from AfterBuzz TV, and my co-host on AfterBuzz TV and I are in the new season of Worst Ex Ever season 2, episode 2. They took our interview that we did with Jeffrey Pascal. If you guys remember him, he's in prison for DV, and we interviewed him, and they took a clip and they put it in this documentary thingamajigger, Worst Ex Ever, on Netflix. And no one told me anything about anything. No one said anything. I told my mom, Abby, this is what my mom said. Did they pay you?
Of course. Of
I was
course.
like, no, I didn't even hear about it. She's like, okay, well, that's nothing.
I didn't see the second part coming. I saw
Yeah,
the first part coming, not the second part. She hit you
she told me I was common. That's why. Listen, I love my mom. She's literally the best, and I think that that's why I'm the way I am. And if you think I talk too much, I talk too much. But go and watch it. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna put it all together. Netflix season 2, Worst Ex Ever, episode 2. You'll see some familiar 90 Day Fiance faces. That's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you shortly. Toodles!
Bye bye. TTFN.